Bitcoin is made a $600 dump. But does that change anything? Does that really change anything? Let's find out. Hello Adrian, and welcome back to my channel. It's 7:30 p.m. and I am from the UTC +8 time zone. So welcome from wherever you are around the world, watching around the world. I hope you are doing well. Oh, forgot to turn off the sounds. So let's turn off the sounds first. First, let's say hello to the hardcore crew who is here with me pretty much every day. Hi Lex, hi Carl, hi Jeremy, hi Gita, hi Darren, hi Cedric. Yes, Jeremy, Gatorade, because it is very necessary. And the last couple of days has been it has been very interesting. Really, right? It has been quite interesting. Hi Planet, hope you are doing well as well. Hi Sandor, welcome. Hi Hitcham, hi Aldrich. Welcome everybody. So let's move immediately into the technical analysis because there's quite a lot that we have to be covering for today, right? Hi Tina, yes, you are on time this time. Anyways, to follow up a little bit on what happened yesterday, right? So yesterday what I said was most likely we'll get a retracement towards the downside. If we get that bounce on the if the EMA 21 would hold, which was around 11,620-ish or something like that. If that doesn't hold, then most likely will be continuation towards the downside, towards the EMA 55, this green line here, or basically this green box towards the downside, right? So that's basically what happened. I got stopped out here in my position. So as you see, I do get stopped out quite often as well. I got stopped out in this position and I took a long, of course, back in this position, like I have said that I would be doing. So I am currently in a long from 11,350. So I am pretty excited right now. Very excited because, well, as you can see, I've drawn already what I kind of am seeing or expecting right now for today. If we do break this this area here, then most likely we'll be heading towards our 12,200 area for Bitcoin. But first, of course, we need to be breaking and confirming above this green box before we can talk about this area towards the upside. But like I said, everything is looking to be pretty much destined to be breaking towards the upside. On the other hand, well, now that we have this green line here, or the EMA 55 on the downside, that's basically my new stop loss, right? So if price would be getting rejected from this side, breaking down from here, breaking below this green line, then we'll be most likely be heading towards this green box towards the downside, right? So, or this EMA 100 line that we can see here, which is currently at around 10,950, right? So I would be expecting somewhere around the 11,000 area. So yeah, that's basically what the strategy or what my plan is. But to be honest, this looks very bullish. I don't think you have to be that worried, but like I said, you have to be prepared for any kind of scenarios and situations, right? But for the record, even if let's say for the to be very negative, let's say we pull back all the way back into this 11,000-ish area, does that turn me completely bearish or anything like that? No, not really, because basically if we are looking on the daily channel, the daily chart, we can see that we are forming some sort of like a ascending triangle, as you know already, right? So this ascending triangle, let's say that we break all the way down towards the 11,000 area, we are still holding the structure and still above the EMA 21 on the daily. So if we pull back all the way back to 10,900, it still does not break any structure. But would that make things very pretty or very popular? No, of course not. So that would be the scenario that I would be looking at. But obviously, when you are trending towards the upside, and definitely if you are seeing such a massive green candle right here towards the upside, then of course you are more inclined to be thinking that we are going to be breaking up towards the upside, right? But like I said, we can't be too judgmental for everything. But right now, yeah, If we are closing, so I'm waiting for this next 4-hour candle close, and if we are closing above 11,800, then things look very, very good for a breakout towards this area, towards the 12,200-ish area. That is basically what I would be expecting for later today, tomorrow, basically. But other than that, yeah, this looks very, very bullish. Like I keep on saying, for the past couple of days, every pullback that Bitcoin is making, or Ethereum for that matter, is making, I'm trying to make to buy in, or to make a purchase, and every time it hits one of my key target areas, like I said, EMA 55s are the perfect areas to be taking pullbacks, or for at very, very low risk to be taking entry positions over there, right? So right now, just waiting it out and see if we manage to break, if we will be breaking this channel here towards the upside or not. Then if we do break that channel, obviously on the daily we will do something like this, which is something that I've explained yesterday before already. We'll most likely get to this 12,200 area, and then most likely get a strong rejection once again all the way back down here, form some sort of support, and then go back up like this. So be prepared to get another, you know, to most likely we'll be seeing another $1,000 dump or something like that. So don't get too scared with it. Once again, it will be most likely very similar to this type of rejection like this one. But on the other hand, it is also very possible that we immediately break through that 12,200 area, and then, well, you can see it already, around 13,000 is our next target then immediately, if we do break immediately above it. But on the other hand, I've also said it before, if we are looking on the daily RSI, we are at that top P type of structure. So I do believe that we have another move back up, but like I said before, that is most likely going to be creating that bearish divergence that we've talked about. So a lower high on the RSI, but a higher high on the price. So if we do something like this, right? So if we break out towards that area here, we'll be making a higher high on the price and a lower high on the RSI. So like I said, if we do get to that 12,200-ish area, and like I've explained before also already, my exact number is actually 12,252. So let's see if we manage to get to that magical number, yes or no. But yeah, somewhere around 12,200 is the key area there. But be prepared, like I said, it could get very volatile at that price area. Other than that, yes, just waiting for this one here to be resolving. Do we, for example, get another move back towards the downside once again, and then we break up towards the upside? That's very, very possible as well. But as you can see, we are nearing this apex at the end of this triangle, so something is gonna break, right? Something is going to be breaking. And if we are making a measured move, basically from this small triangle, symmetrical triangle, either we break up towards the upside, and then as you can see, we'll be heading towards this green box towards the upside, or we are breaking towards the downside, and most likely we'll be heading towards this support area here at around the 11,100, 11,000 ish area, lower 11,000 most likely, and even possibility that we wick all the way down towards what is it, the CN line, the EMA 100, which is currently at 10,950. So like I said, yeah, this looks like either today, tomorrow, right? Most likely later tonight, something is going to give. So yeah, that's what I'm basically prepared on. So Laxman, that's basically what I would be looking at. If we in your position, if we do close below the pivot line, so 11,616, so 11,6, let's say 11,6, I would most likely put my stop loss there, because most likely we would be breaking down towards the downside of this triangle rather than the upside. So I would personally put my stop loss somewhere around there. But once again, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. So whatever you do with your own money should be and is your own responsibility. Right now, I am in a long from 11,350, so I have obviously the luxury to be waiting if we can crash back down below the EMA 55 right now, which is currently at exactly 11,350, right? So I'm just waiting for that position. If we do break down from that area, most likely I'll already put my stop loss at this orange line, because like I said before, that is basically where we made that previous breakthrough towards the upside. So somewhere around 11,400, most likely I'll give it up already, my position from there, and still try to take that $50 profits or something like that to make me feel happy about about my position. But like I said, right now things are looking very good for towards the upside. And why do I think that we will most likely be breaking towards the upside? Well, we've been talking about that before already. It has been looking that Ethereum has been actually our leading indicator, or a leading coin that has been pushing everything up towards the upside, right? So let's take a look on Ethereum, and as you can see, we are seeing pretty much the similar structure, but on a bigger, larger scale. We have some very large symmetrical triangle, or a bull flag, or a bull pennant, as you can see here if we are looking at this whole structure. So this is basically the bull pennant that we are forming right here, right? So that would be waiting once again for a breakout of this this pattern, and then most likely we'll be heading towards the higher high, most likely, so around 417 or something like that. But to be fair, as you can see yesterday, when Bitcoin only broke down towards the EMA 55, you can clearly see Ethereum went all the way down below the EMA 55 at 360. So that's a crazy, actually a very crazy wick towards the downside, which is most likely caused by a lot of people who are basically over leveraged, and yeah, a lot of liquidations, I'm sure, for Ethereum. And it kind of makes sense that people are more in positions of longing for Ethereum than Bitcoin. And the reason is why is because, like, if you can see right now on this pattern, right, this pattern that is being formed right here, this triangle, you can see that we have been grinding on the top side of this triangle for a really long time. So people were like basically betting that this would be breaking towards the upside, right? So that's the reason why we have so many longing positions on Ethereum. And also Ethereum has been leading the market basically, right, for cryptocurrency. For Bitcoin, the amount of time that we have spent here on the top of the triangle and it didn't break was a lot less. So more people were waiting out on Bitcoin rather than on Ethereum. That's basically what I think what the situation was, and that's the reason why most likely Ethereum is went down a little bit, not a little bit, quite substantially lower towards the than Bitcoin. But on the other hand, things look super good for Ethereum. Why am I saying that it looks super good? Well, if we are looking on the divergence, as you can see here, we have created a lower high, this from this point to this point here, this point to this point here. And if we are looking on the RSI, we can clearly see that we are forming massive hidden bullish divergence, right? So if you can see here, massive hidden bullish divergence. So this this whole structure here, hidden bullish divergence. So yeah, this looks like a catapult towards the upside, to be honest. So very bullish on Ethereum at this moment and at this time. And yeah, like I said, with that bullish divergence, we do have the strength and power to be breaking out of this triangle towards the upside. And that also means that most likely Bitcoin is going to be following and breaking out of this triangle towards the upside as well. So that's the reason why I am I'm just looking it out and waiting it out and see what is going to be happening here over the next 4 hours, 4 to 8 hours later on tonight. But yeah, if you can see here, we are at the end, basically almost at the end of the triangle. So something has got to give, either, and since it's a symmetrical triangle, either it's going to go to the upside or it's going to go to the downside. And like I said, for us as a trader, it's all about zones and regions. If we break above this green box, move to the next green box. If we break up below this green box, move towards the green box to the downside. That's basically what we have to be thinking and looking at, right? So we wait for the confirmation and we basically trade the confirmation. But other than that, Like I said, Ethereum looks really, really good. Massive hidden bullish divergence. Looks for a breakout towards the upside. So I think Bitcoin is most likely going to be going up as well. Now, a lot of people are saying like, why is everything pulling back into the markets, right? Yesterday we had gold was crashing, Bitcoin was crashing, stocks were crashing. Why was it crashing? Well, the answer is really very, very simple. It's not because of stimulus checks or it's not because of anything. It was purely because of one thing, and that is the Dixie. The Dixie. Yes, the dollar index. And as you can see here, the dollar index made a rally towards the upside. And every time when the dollar is basically rallying, and you have to understand the whole world is basically trading, most of everything is being traded in the dollar currency. So if the dollar index is gaining value or becoming more expensive basically, or gaining more value, then the rest of the assets become more expensive, right? So that's the reason basically why the price immediately got basically dumped back down for a short term of time. But is this going to be lasting? Like I said, if we are looking at the chart on the long term, on the daily, for example, this looks like a weak dead cat bounce. A weak dead cat bounce. It did not even break and close above the previous high. So there's no higher high made. This is just another lower high. So most likely we'll have continuation towards the downside for the Dixie. That is what the TA is currently telling. Yeah, I still expect the S&P and everything to be rallying towards the upside, and that's basically what we are currently seeing as well on the S&P. Like I said, this is how we closed the weekly. That's the last candle, as you can see, massive pump towards the upside, and basically breaking all-time high. Not all-time high, basically breaking the previous high once again, and we are, well, if we are looking on the daily, we are very, very near now towards that all-time high, which is here, and which is where I put my green box, and which is most likely where we are going to be heading at, right? So that's basically if the stock markets or the traditional markets are going to go towards the upside, I don't see any reason why Bitcoin is not going to go towards the upside as well, right? So everything is rallying in the world. So yeah, I don't see any reason for it to be bearish on the stock market, to be bearish on everything, to be honest. Even on gold, like I said, gold for yesterday, most likely we would have a small pullback towards the downside, but it is an opportunity to be buying because this is it. This is it. This is most likely it. Maybe we get one more small bounce towards the EMA 55 here at around the nice psychological level of 2000, but I think that will be it, and most likely we'll be rallying back towards the upside once again. Moncol, is there a possibility of a BTC going to 10.5? Yeah. Eventually, it's going to make that retracement, Moncol, but not right now. So I don't think. I mean, it's obviously it's possible that we are going, but it needs to be breaking a lot of structures before we can get to that price once again, right? So it would have to be breaking this support trend line of 10,800. Basically, if we break 10,800, most likely we'll be going back to 10,500. That's basically what we need to be breaking. But we are at 11,800 right now, right? So it's just a little bit too high on the high side, and momentum is with us towards the upside. So yeah, it's just very unlikely, but it will happen. It will pull back to that level at one point. Remember when we were going all the way up here from this whole pump here towards the upside. As you can see, bam, it's a huge dump towards the downside, right? So during bull market or during uptrends, we will always have these pullbacks, and yeah, it's gonna be like $1,000 to $1,200, or in this case, what was it? 12,200 to 10.5, right? Yep, 12,200 to 12,500, $1,700 towards the downside. So definitely very, 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 very possible, right? So I think everything is going to be pushing towards the upside more before we're gonna get a pullback. Um, and it also depends what you call a pullback, right? So if we, let's say we go later today, we go to 12.2 and we pull back to this area here at the like 11.2 or something like that, that's close. That's $1,000 pullback. Do you call that like a crash or a pullback, or I don't know what your definition is also from what you consider a pullback, right? So but yeah, I do believe that we will have quite substantial amount of pullbacks along the way, but right now it's most likely going to be that the case. Yes, Lewis. I do believe that we will have a retracement when we hit, because the problem is that area is a huge distribution area, right? That's a huge distribution area, and not only that, it would be the second time that we would be touching that area. Usually good things happen in three, but once again, you can't really consider that to be a short thing. It's like I said, if we do close above that green box, we are going towards 13,000. It's just as simple as that. So don't think that we will be immediately, it's a sure thing that we're going to be retracing or anything like that. Do I think most likely it's going to be retracing at that area? Yes, I do believe that most likely we'll be retracing on that area. But anyways, one thing that I wanted to show you guys is something that is really cool, and why I do think that that 12,200 area is most likely going to be respected, and also most likely going to be reached, and that's basically purely on the RSI. As you can see right now, the RSI is right this, and this is basically the trend line that we have been forming, right? So we have the push, we had a breakdown, we have a breakdown here, push, and then we broke down. That was yesterday. This whole structure towards the downside, that was yesterday, and then we made that push towards the upside because we were creating divergence, as you can see here, divergence that we are forming. And then where is the resistance of this trend line? So if we are going back towards the upside here, the resistance is at basically the 70 area, 70 of the RSI, as you can see, right? And then most likely it won't have enough strength to be breaking towards the upside anymore. It's possible if it does break towards the upside, as you know already, most likely 13,000 or something like that, but most likely it's going to make a strong rejection towards the downside here. But so for us, what is the important number when we reach around this 70-ish area? What is that number? Well, the cool thing is that we can actually know that number by just using this indicator here. So we can just fill in if the RSI comes to 70, what would be the price? Well, what do you know? It goes to $12,233. So that means if the RSI is hitting that 70 RSI, and if we are drawing our support and resistance trend line on this RSI perfectly, then if we go back to the 70 line and get rejected from that line towards the downside, that would be the 11,200-ish area that we would be reaching, right? So but before we get all hyped up and this and that, like I said, I still want to be seeing the next candle close, the next 4-hour close, but it's looking really good. Basically, I'm just looking for it to be closing above 11,768 above this line here, right? So above this line here, most likely we'll get continuation towards the upside. So what I'm expecting is here a small rejection, here a small downwards rejection on the next 4-hour candle, and then basically the break towards the upside. So things are looking really good, and I'm really excited with all my positions right now towards the upside. So a quick note on yesterday as well. I think it was Bonwheat that was talking to me about VAT, right? VAT, and I told you guys that most likely we will have a small. It was yesterday was this candle here. It was somewhere around here, I think. And then I told Bonwheat that most likely we'll go a little bit lower towards the EMA 55, which is this green line here. So that's basically that's basically the one that I told Bonwheat to be joining in. That's basically if you listened to what happened yesterday, then boom, perfectly, right? Other than that, another chart that is amazing or very really crazy is of course our good old link. What did I tell about link? Yeah, link is most likely gonna go towards 11.5 or something like that. But after, yeah, it's just, what is it right now at 10.7 right now? It's just it's just crazy. The 10.7 most likely is going to reach $11 later tonight, and like I said, it can yeah, 11.5 is most likely the next target. This is some major non-stop bullishness. So it's just really crazy for Link. So people who have a position in Link, once again, yesterday during that dump, that was the perfect spot here, near it didn't even reach the EMA 55, but very near the EMA 55. If you manage to put like some long position at $9, yeah, that is a massive amount of money that you could have been making on Link, and that's basically the whole strategy that you need to be looking at or to be doing during these type of uptrends. So whenever you see like a nice dump, and the EMA 55 is really the best one to be looking at, because every time we get a dump, it breaks the EMA 21, goes to the EMA 55, and then pushes back up pretty quickly, because we are in an uptrend. But obviously uptrends don't last forever as well, so whenever things turn, you have to be very careful as well. But like I said, as long as we don't break any major structures, there's no need to be looking at shorts, or there's no need to be worrying or anything like that at all. It's just, yeah, pretty much buying the dip strategy is the only thing that you should be doing, and that's basically it. What is the name of the indicator that you used to compute? It's called what is it called? It's called the RSI. One second. I can click on it. It's called the BA, RSI, and EMA. So it's an indicator that you can get for free as well on TradingView. So it calculates the RSI and matches the price with the RSI. Pretty cool indicator, obviously. So. So let's take a quick breather for 1 minute, because we are near that close, and yeah, like I said, this looks very bullish. We have 38 seconds, and it seems like, yeah, it's very doubtful that it's gonna go close below 11,768. So most likely we'll be closing right here at this point here, which is a very good close. So like I said, a small pullback most likely towards the downside, maybe a pullback here towards the EMA, the 10 simple moving average, maybe a pullback there, but yeah. I take profits every target price, Coral. So what I do is I ladder in my positions, and I take profits along the way. So for example, what my expectation is, for example, for today, my expectation is 12,200. That's my expectation. But obviously, you can't think like that, right? So what I'll be doing is most likely already be taking profits at, for example, at around $12,000 or something like that. Basically, always the key areas to be looking at is the previous high, right? So the most of my profits are already going to be taken here, because why? Because this is basically where the previous resistance is. So there will be some profit taking around that area. So that will be the area that I'll be aiming mainly. But of course, if we see that the price is, you know, super bullish and everything is still pushing towards the upside, then I'll just leave like 10% or 20% of my position, you know, gamble it on towards the top of the mountain. Let's put it like that. But usually by then I already have taken like 70 or 80% of my profits or my position off. So it's not like I'm leaving everything. And whoa, here we go. We might even break here above immediately above the triangle. Immediately already. Let's take a look on Ether. Ether also closed above EMA 21, above the 10 simple moving average, but not above this not near the resistance of the triangle just yet. So, but yeah, like I said, it looks super strong. It looks super solid. So Bitcoin is now at that point. It's now at that point. So very exciting times. Very exciting times. So let's take a look on expected moves charts, because well, we are here. Let's take a look. First standard deviation towards the upside is 12,020. So yeah, see, once again, expected move chart is showing very nicely what the top end of the range is as well, right? So 12,000, and the first standard deviation to the downside is 11,600, right? So yeah, and as you can see, angled more towards the upside rather than the downside. 12-hour Stokes are still curling towards the upside. So things are looking good there. RSI is of course still in the bullish in the bullish area. Still has not crossed up above the EMA though, so we still need to have some confirmation on the 12-hour, but most likely that is going to be happening later tomorrow as well. For the daily, we can see that the Stokes are also curling towards the upside as well, so momentum is going towards the upside. Let's take on the shorter time frames. On the 4-hour, yeah, as you can see here, 4 hours are curling towards the upside. So in the short term, we already are having a momentum towards the upside rather than the downside. Let's take a look on the RSI. RSI has crossed over on the EMA, so yeah, momentum is towards the upside. So yeah, and since that we have this very nice structure, yeah, most likely we'll have a breakout later tonight. That's basically my conclusion. So nothing to say. Waiting for the next leg up, and see what happens tomorrow. Do we break 12.2k? That would be amazing. That would be super crazy, but I still don't expect that just yet. But it will come. It will come. Like I said, something like this would be super beautiful. Touch here, touch back down here, and then break towards the upside, and then break all the way, obviously, towards that 14,000 that we are hoping for to be seeing for Bitcoin, right? So, yeah, I think that is it. Tina, it depends on which exchange you're trading at. So on some margin trading exchanges, you basically get more BTC. On other exchanges, you basically get more USDT. So I trade on multiple different exchanges. So it depends on where you're trading at. Where do I step my stop losses? It's always in key areas, Austin. So you should be just watching my channel a little bit more, and then you should know where my current stop losses is, or where my stop losses are set. For example, yesterday I told you that my stop loss was below the EMA 21, which was around 11,620, but I gave it a little bit of room, and I closed it at 11,600. So yeah, got stopped out, but then again, I got a perfect position right now at 11,350. Very happy with this green box here, but that's why you should be making these green boxes, right? And like I said, we have not broken this green box just yet. Okay, so everything looks really bullish, but just saying, be careful. Sometimes things don't happen as you want it to be. So like I said, if we do break below this green box, then this next green box is towards the downside. Always keep that in mind as well. I'm not really a leverage trader, so the highest leverage that I take is 5x. That's my highest leverage that I take. Most of my trades are like 2x or 3x, something like that. Even 1x, I take my trades, but obviously I trade in larger quantities than most average people, I would think. So yeah, I think that's it for today. It's a little bit on the short term because I have to, I don't have that much time. I need to be trading. These are the times to be making a shitload of money, so I need to be focused on that. So, but wanted to keep you updated as well. You basically know all of my ideas and all of my plans right now anyways. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and do whatever you want with this channel.